Hey guys, so welcome to episode 155. As you know, as we mentioned last time, we are now changing our format up a little bit.
That's right.
We're going to be focusing on more lifestyle choices, not just the mind hacks. So today, we thought we'd discuss a little bit about, with all this COVID stuff and social distancing, people are looking for activities they can do that are fun, outdoors, and still get some activity in. So today, we're going to call this one the paddle board episode. Yeah, buddy.
Hey, everybody. This is Juan, as we all know, and I am Kaitlin. We have so many topics we plan on delving into with you, sharing healthy lifestyle choices, knowledge, and biohacks. We are also excited for the individuals we will be welcoming on for the interviews we will share. The topic we have chosen to explore with you today is not only a new hobby we have picked up spending time with our children, but a fantastic addition to keeping healthy. And yeah, you definitely feel some soreness on your muscles as well. At this point, let's get things rocking, Juan.
All right, sit back and relax, because here we go. Hey, y'all. I just want to take a minute to talk about Anchor. Anchor is a platform that I use for my podcast. It is a free podcasting platform, and it's absolutely easy to use. You simply record and go. You can do it from your laptop, or you can do it from your phone. It's quite easy and quite fun to use. So check it out. You can either get the Anchor app from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, or you can go to anchor.fm and check it out. All right, hey guys. So yeah, we in the midst of this COVID thing, we like to be outside. A lot of the activities we like to do really aren't open. We usually like taking the kids to the pool, hot springs, doing a lot of hiking and stuff.
Yeah, and we know you can forget about that right now.
I mean, there are hiking areas, but most of the hiking areas are packed with people, and the trails, well, they're pretty packed right now. Colorado is a hot spot for people coming in to get outdoors. So what we decided to do is find something new. Now, to be honest with you, I really couldn't tell you how we came up with paddleboarding.
No, I can't either.
But at one point in time, I was like, hey, I'm going to get a paddleboard. And Caitlin was like, okay. So we went ahead and got our first paddleboard, and it was loads of fun. We took it out with kids. We got, life vest for everyone?
Yeah.
So we got life vests for everyone. We were, just relatively clueless. We did look at a couple of YouTube videos to start. So we had a general idea, but for us, it was just about doing something new, something radical. So we weren't spending all summer we have a pretty good setup here, hot tub, pool, swings, fire pit, but we wanted to get out of the house. And after the first, 3-4 months was it that we were in lockdown, we decided to go ahead and check out the paddleboarding scene. So we got the first paddleboard, and we got one to start because we weren't sure if this was going to be something we'd like. And if you don't know by now, paddleboards, they're not super expensive. They can be, but they're not exactly cheap. They're not like a pair of roller skates, which we did do rollerblade in the summer too. So we went ahead and got the first paddleboard, took it out on the lake.
After I went ahead and manually pumped it for a while. But you can get those automatic pumps too. Not a big deal.
Yeah, which we did because, you don't want to spend 20 minutes pumping and then go out on the lake because you're already tired. But anyways, we took it out that first time. I remember the first time on the water, I put this strap to my leg. I sit down on it because I wasn't quite yet brave enough to stand up. And we go out on the lake, and it was pretty relaxing, pretty chill. We took turns and took the kids out on the first paddleboard, and we were pretty much hooked after that. So then we decided it was time to get a second paddleboard. So we went ahead and got the second paddleboard, and we started taking turns with the kids going out on there, standing up on it. First, I did stand up paddling. Yep, I took a spill in the lake. It was cold.
It was awesome.
But yeah, Kayla caught it all on film. It's pretty entertaining.
Hey, at least he was brave enough to go ahead and put himself out there the first time.
So we got about a month and a half into it now, and we're pretty good at it. Kids are actually standing up, paddling themselves. So all in all, it was a good investment. But the reason we want to bring this to you is we want to kind of tell you, we want to bring you things that are healthy lifestyle choices. And we really think this is going to be a really great one. Let's start with the physical part of the paddleboard. What did you notice first physically getting on the paddleboard?
Well, physically, when I'm on it specifically, you have to go ahead and balance yourself on your knees and then go ahead and get up to standing. And my hips and my legs are completely flexed almost the entire time that I am paddleboarding right now. And now I don't know if that is true with those that have been doing it for a while or if it's just for newbies, but I've noticed that as well as when you are on the paddleboard, there's a lot of core strength or ab strength that you need to go ahead and have in order to keep that balance and move your arm from left to right to paddle.
All right, yes. So there's definitely a lot of core strength. Balance comes into play here, just like doing yoga, skateboarding, snowboarding, anything like that. Your balance is very important. So you're engaging not only your leg muscles, your arm muscles, your back, your traps, but that core gets a really good workout because you're not able to keep a strong balance. It's a lot like being go to the gym and do training on a balance ball. Because you don't have a steady surface, your auxiliary muscles have to come in to help out to keep you stabilized. So you really get a really solid full body workout. There is the balancing, there is the paddling, which is a lot of legs, shoulders, and back work. So you really get a pretty good full body workout, depending on how long you went out there. Our last trip out, I think, was about 6 hours. Now, it wasn't 6 hours straight. We alternate and take little breaks, but it's a lot of paddling, a lot of body work. I will tell you personally that after going on the paddleboard and then coming home after a weekend of doing it, my body was absolutely trashed. Now, I'm not the kind of person that sits on the couch. We're very active. We work out. We have our own gym. We do yoga, roller skating, like I said, we started up this year.
Run after our kids.
Running, yes, hiking. So we are active, but I can definitely tell you, after that first weekend, you use muscles that you probably generally don't use. So it's a pretty good physical workout.
Well, and we can't forget, there is cardio involved in what you're doing as well. Depending on how fast you're going and
how far out you're going, right? Or if you have kids on the board, you got to push with you.
Or pull.
So all in all, this is a really great physical activity, cardiovascular, core balance, respiratory system. All in all, it is a great physical activity. And an interesting stat that I just got up on this week is here in Colorado, paddleboarding has become the #1 emerging recreational activities. So that's kind of cool. A lot of people are getting into it. Like I said, a lot of it has to do with we're all socially distancing. Like I said, hiking is cool, but not all the hiking trails are exactly. A lot of people are hiking. But on the lake, you have a big lake, a lot of space, really easy to keep your distance and still enjoy yourself. All right, so let's tackle the second aspect of paddleboarding. And this one I find very interesting, and it's a mental aspect. So let's say you have a job with lots of demanding things that you want during the week. or you have a relationship that may or may not be going awesome. You may have kids. You may be dealing with what we're dealing with, which is kids homeschooling. And then we're not sure about this year if they're homeschooling or going to school. Everyone right about now is worried about finances. You know, a lot of people going through hard times right now. So one of the nice things about this paddleboarding activity is when you're on that board, when you're out on that water, you're not thinking about that job. You're not thinking about that relationship or your finances. For that time that you're on the lake, your focus is on keeping your balance, guiding yourself to where you're going, keeping from falling in the water. Your mind is completely 100% focused on that moment and what you're doing. So it's kind of a nice little break from the day-to-day hassles. Because let's face it, we all have stress. We all have stuff going on, anxiety. But to be able to have that time where your focus is put on something, and, you know, it's not only physically good, but now you get this little mental break. Your mental break from your daily stressors. How does your mind go when you're on the paddleboard? Because I have a hard time not focusing on where I'm going.
Well, when I'm on the paddleboard, usually the focus is on how my body feels, if I feel stable or not. And that's in the back of my brain as I am looking at my surroundings, kind of like soaking in the peace and the beauty in the things that I can find.
And that breaks into our next transition, the spiritual part. So you are out in nature. You are out in fresh air. You're out in the sun. Where we go, it's a pretty nice mountain view. A lot of nature. There's fish in the lake, birds flying around, dragonflies. What's your thoughts on the nature you're seeing out there?
Well, I mean, each place that we go to has some...
It's been one place, for the record. We are looking at another lake.
Well, I mean, the other place that we've looked at, they have differences. But usually they're beautiful differences that I've seen.
Yeah, in Colorado, we have a lot of nice lakes. Imagine if you are on the coast, the ocean is nice. I know there is river paddleboarding. Not quite there yet because I'm not sure my balance would take it. Like when the wind gets bad on the lake, it's pretty rough. But we are going to work towards that. And we do have a lot of nice rivers out here. But yeah, one nice thing is out there is getting that sunshine, vitamin D. So boosting your immune system, the fresh air, getting out of the city smog. And then, like I said, the water. If you fall in the water, it's good. It's just you're in water, fresh lake water. There's fish swimming around, like I said.
Yep.
Hopefully they don't swim too crazy around you. But, you know, kids like seeing the fish on the paddleboard. But all in all, I'm going to give, out of all the activities we have recently taken up, which have been quite a few, I'm going to give this one a high ranking 9 out of 10. I mean, there's not a lot in this that is really difficult. Paddleboards are inflatable, so you don't have to have a truck to carry them around. They actually fold up in a suitcase size carrying bag. They have
what they call it.
Yeah, they have their own hand pumps. We got the electric pump because, well, we got 2 boards, and then we also picked up a rowboat. Just an extra watercraft for the kids. Kids all want their own paddle boards, and I'm pretty sure that sooner or later we're going to get them.
And there's 4 of them.
Yeah, we have 4 kids, so obviously buying a paddle board for each one of us. We're doing it kind of in segments.
Increments.
You know, like I said, everyone's watching their pennies. But for a few $100s, and I think we got one of ours for as low as $250 on Amazon. You can have a getaway, lots of physical activity, lots of mental release, lots of just relaxation. I mean, there are people out there doing yoga on paddle boards. I've seen people laying out and tanning on the lake on paddle boards, other people with their dogs on the paddle boards. By the way, my dog's not going. I tried. He just wasn't having that, so. So, all in all, like I said, it's an affordable little hobby, let's get away.
Outing. Yeah.
So definitely recommend it if you haven't tried it and it's something you're interested in giving it a try. And one of the cool things with paddleboarding is there are a lot of YouTube videos on different paddleboarding techniques. There's also different types of paddleboards. There's also these really cool apps. I just picked up one this week. This one's called Paddling. What this is it's got a map of all the big popular paddleboarding spaces in our area. So although I knew about 2 lakes that were reservoirs off the top of my head, with this application,
this is like all around the city.
Yeah, we're able to list a lot more places that we didn't even know about. And it does by your location. So if you're not sure if there's any place to go paddleboarding by you, just grab a paddleboarding application. There were about a dozen of them on the iStore. And I'm sure if on Google Play you can find the same thing. Another great thing is there's a community around this. We recently joined a paddleboarding group on Facebook here locally in Colorado Springs. And there's a large group of people here. And what they do is they have a little community where they share good places to go, best times to go, suggestions on paddle boards that are for different activities. Some are going to be better for your river paddling, some for your lake. So it's really been a neat little group to get into the community. Really nice people. And for the most part, I have not ran into anyone in the paddleboarding that is a rager, angry person. Seems like a lot of people that do this kind of get that whole meditative benefit of being out there, their mind releasing, their stress releasing, body getting a workout, and being in nature. And they all tend to seem to benefit and kind of put out that persona or personality of where they're really chill. I'll give that for me too as well, because I work a lot of hours during the week. And even though it's a lot of physical activity, going out there on the weekend definitely brings me down to a chill place where I can relax and enjoy it.
Which I'm sure is a nice thing.
Right. So, you got anything else to add on paddleboarding?
No, I don't think at this point. You've pretty much,
I know. I do all the talking. All right. So, yeah, I'm not going to put this out as call to action, go get a paddleboard, hop on the lake. What I am going to put out there, though, is right now, with all the stress and tension going on in the world, find an activity, a physical activity, out in nature, where you get some exercise, some sun, some fresh air, little mental release, a little relaxation, even maybe a little meditative quality to what you're doing. If it happens to be paddleboarding, I salute you, because I found great peace in the paddleboarding world. It's new to us, like I said, a little over a month, but it's fun, and it's definitely something that if you want to experience, there are opportunities out there. All right, guys, so I hope you guys like this. We are going to be doing our interview next weekend, or this coming weekend, with Linda Whittington, a yoga instructor who had a transition from in-person to online. We're going to be asking lots of questions about yoga. I've got a lot of questions about breathing techniques especially. And so we're going to be tackling that interview this weekend, and we should have it up by Wednesday next week. And we're going to be trying popping these out once a week on Wednesdays. I'm not gonna commit to that exact date, but that's what we're going to be working on.
We're telling you what our goals are. Yeah.
So we are changing it up. Also, if you guys like this podcast, I know we did recently change the format. We'll be working on it and really, really trying to bring interesting guests on and interesting perspectives from Kaitlin and myself about different lifestyle techniques. We are fairly healthy, we're fairly active, and we really enjoy life and a great relationship. We want to share some of our life hacks with you guys. Mm-hmm. So if you do like this podcast, do us a favor, head over to iTunes, wherever you listen to your podcast, give us a rating, give us a review, and also don't be afraid to subscribe. When you subscribe, you get notifications every time we have a new episode up, and I promise you they're going to. We will also be having up the websites pretty soon. We'll get the links to that here. Caitlin's got hers up, KaitlinHart.com, and we'll be popping mine up here pretty soon. We're going to be getting some real detailed show notes, so be looking out for that. You guys, really, 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 during this stressful time, what we really want you to do is do your best, stay active, and try to relax and de-stress. Life is short. Enjoy it. Make the best of it. Until next time, guys, take care. Peace. All right, so I just want to take a moment to thank all listeners that have been with us through all 155 episodes. Although the podcast is changing the quality, we're hoping it's not going to. We're going to keep trying to bring you guys things that keep you focused on your mind, body, and soul, things that are going to help you live a healthier lifestyle. And hopefully you guys really enjoy this show. But I really, really want to thank everyone for sticking with us. And we look forward to bringing you better and more useful content. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.